Good evening, Team Zimbabwe. My name is Ronald Wekwamakushi, and welcome to African Beyond Television Network, where we give you the latest trending news in the nation of Zimbabwe. Simba Mukanda-sama, thank you very much for coming, and all other viewers, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for the support. CCC Zimbabwe is now a banned entity or organization in the nation of Zimbabwe, and I'm going to explain why. First point is that ZANU-PF people, they are clear about the ban of Citizens Coalition for Change. They say it publicly. They say that we cannot allow Citizens Coalition for Change to campaign freely. Why? They accuse Nelson Chamisa and his team for calling for the imposition of sanctions on Zimbabwe. That is point number one. Point number two, let us take a look on the events which are happening, the way the state institutions are responding to Citizens Coalition for Change matters. Let us take a look onto this one. So recently, President Nelson Chamisa was supposed to attend a tree planting event in Guto, supposedly his own area, and he wrote a letter to Zimbabwe Republic Police requesting for a permission for him to be able to do so, but they denied him access to the place. They stopped him, and let us take a look onto this letter. The letter was addressed or is addressed to Mr. Champion Lloyd Mupfudze, and they are saying prohibition notice in terms of Section 8A of the Maintenance of Peace and Order Act, Chapter 1123. So this is Chief Superintendent Taurai Joachim Mambure of the Zimbabwe Republic Police, who is the regulating authority for Masvingo East Police District. And this area covers the jurisdiction which extend from Shashe River to the northwest and the Deneri communal lands, which are north the Ure River, and to the east end of Manchirenji Dam, and to the south. So this is the area where Advocate Nelson Chamisa wanted to do a national a tree planting event, or to launch a national tree planting event, which was going to go across the nation of Zimbabwe. And as you know, December in Zimbabwe is the month where we have to plant trees for the sake of protecting our environment and fight climate change. And they acknowledged the receipt of the notification to hold a tree planting day, which was dated 10 December 2022. And it was supposed to be done in Gutu North Constituency, Ward 4 at Takaona Homestead on 15 December 2022. That is today, from 1000 hours to 1600 hours. And it was submitted according to the Section 7 of Maintenance of Peace and Order Act, Chapter 1123. And they were prohibited. And they say that according to Section 8.9 of the Maintenance of Peace and Order Act, Chapter 1123, prohibiting the holding of tree planting day scheduled for 15/12/22 in Gutu North constituency, which is said, how can you prohibit a tree planting event? So they said that the reasons, they said that for the avoidance of doubt, it was declared that in terms of Section 811 of the Maintenance of Peace and Order Act, 1123, that any person knowingly opposes or fail to comply with this prohibition notice shall be guilty of an offense and liable for a fine not exceeding level 14 or imprisonment for a period not exceeding 1 year, or both such fine and imprisonment. And the reason was that there is another meeting on the same date in Ward 4, and that meeting is for ZANU-PF. And the question is, if we are living in a peaceful Zimbabwe where we all coexist, ZANU-PF people, CC people, lead people, how do you prohibit another gathering? It's like musi weSunday, chechi yeZayodya iri kupinda pairi kupindira, chechi yeRoma iri kupindira pairi kupindira, yeAFM iri kupindira pairi kupindira. Motaura imimi kuti yeRoma neyeZayodya neyeDhachi hamukwanise kupindira chechi dzenyu musi weSunday just because kune vemadzibaba for ED vari kupindawo kana kuti kune veZayodya vari kupindawo. I don't get the sense. If ZANU-PF does have its own meeting, they have that meeting, what for, but a different venue. Let them do their own thing. CCC, they have their own meeting, same word, different venues. Let them do their own things. CCC haisi kuenda yakabata mamachets, haisi kuenda yakabata zvombo kana kuti haina expectation yekukonzeresa mhirizhonga kana bongozozo. Why are you prohibiting Citizens Coalition for Change as if kune vanhu vamborova? That is so concerning. Honestly speaking, I don't get the logic. I don't get the sense dzekuti dai zvanga zviri zvekuti muNational Sports Stadium ZANU-PF ndo mairi kuatendera rally and CC iri kuda kupindawo imomo, we could hear that ningi iyoyo. But this is what for different homesteads or different venues, and they say it's a same venue. How is it a same venue? How can be Copacabana and Market Square? Dzese dziri CBD. How can be Market Square and Copacabana be same venue? I don't get the logic. We can have a match recaps richambirwa muNational Sports Stadium. We can have match Redimbare neimwewo team richambirwa muRufaro Stadium. Both teams can play same city but different venues. It happens. I believe that this is the same position which must be taken in when it comes to the issue of politics. But as different precedents is being set, a different criteria is being used, which means we can make this to say CC is completely banned. This is not the first event. Several events, Citizens Coalition for Change have been denied access to its venues, has been denied access to its campaigns and its activities. Something which is wrong. And I want to talk to the people of Zimbabwe to say, the power is in your hands. You are the only people who can punish ZANU-PF. You are the only people who can punish these people who are treating this opposition organization as a terrorist organization. Something which is wrong, something which is not good. So, Team Zimbabwe, I don't know how it is going to end, how this is going to benefit ZANU-PF people, but it's so sad that our people are being subjected to this harassment. This is complete harassment. How can you say a citizen of the Republic of Zimbabwe arikuenda kunosima miti? This is not a political rally. Varikuenda kunosima miti. So my question is, we have seen President Emerson Mnangagwa attending COP27 meetings which deals with the issue of climate change. Millions of dollars forked out to finance those trips. And here is Nelson Chamisa hearing the call for the president to preserve the environment, to preserve the climate, or to deal with the climate issues. And you prohibit somebody who is doing a national duty, you are prohibiting him from doing so. What crime did he commit? What crime did the people of Citizens Coalition for Change commit? So this is it, Team Zimbabwe. I don't have the answer, but I know you know what to do in 2023, because this is a sign that indeed, if we are to let ZANU-PF live with us for another 5 years, guys, tinogona kutiza munyika muno tese. So take it, leave it like that. But one day you will regret not voting in 2023. So Simba Mkandasama, thank you very much. Nyangwe do foreigners okay, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for the support. This confirms that CC is now a banned on organization, but guys, we have the power to reverse this in 2023. Let us register to vote and make sure that we vote for change. Let us vote for Nelson Chamisa despite anything which is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. But prepare for the worst. Why? We can have CCC banned in 2023. Tinogona kumuka president Nelson Chamisa ari independent candidate. Zvaoma chaizvo chaizvo. Zvinogona kuitika izvozvo. So prepare for anything. Prepare for the worst in 2023. What we need is to remove ZANU-PF and its system so that we have a new Zimbabwe. My name is Ronald Makusha. Let us meet in the comment section. How do you view this story? Yekurambizwa kwa Nelson Chamisa each and every time. This is it. Let us